Well, according to some people, I could still run for third VP again, but yeah, we'll see.
Okay. Well, now that we get to know you a little bit more, let's
Yes,
actually ask you some of the hard questions that the people want to know
not the
about.
hard questions.
Here's the hard questions. It's the hard stuff. Let's talk recruitment.
Just
That's a big thing. We just talked about how our recruitment within the DMV area
right,
has
right,
increased. So I know you're passionate about bringing future students to Southern, especially in our key regions.
right.
What are your thoughts on how our alumni can step up their recruitment efforts?
So, given the fact that our chapter is very unique because we cover Virginia, we cover DC, we cover Maryland, and sometimes we go a little further up to Delaware, Pennsylvania, sometimes New York. The expectation is very high for our chapter. So, when it comes to recruitment, just taking the things that we do in our chapter and trying to put it on the federation level, to me, you first have to understand what is the recruitment mission. Everything that we do in the federation, everything we do in the chapter, it has to have there's a mission. You got to have a vision. So I want to make sure that every alumni chapter, if I'm elected as third VP, I want to make sure that every alumni chapter, whatever person serves in that role or the committee that serves in that role, that we all understand what the mission is for recruitment. And we will have to get that from the university because if we need to go out and recruit more College of Business students, that's what we need to do.
Yeah, shout out Cobb, class of '09.
If we need to go out and recruit more students with, at least a 3.5 GPA, that's what we need to do. We do an outstanding job of telling the story of Southern University. We know how to sell Southern University. We understand the brand. We understand it because we've been there. We lived through it. You from California, me from North Carolina, total different experience from what we are accustomed to. But going through the experiences that we went through, we now understand how to recruit, right? We understand what the students go through. But I want to make sure that everybody understands the mission and the vision for recruitment. Also, making sure that every alumni chapter has accessibility to a recruiting resource toolkit. Many times we find ourselves at recruiting events and we get asked a question that we may not know. It's a Saturday or it's after hours. We are in unique locations where it is very hard for our recruitment team at Southern University, their admissions and recruitment team to get to these places. So we as alum, we have to pick up the slack. And we do it because we love it. We do it free of charge. We do this out of our pockets. We drive up and down these DC highways 495, 395, 295, and putting in 93 gas. Some people, gas tanks take only 93. And we do it out of the love. But we want to make sure that we're prepared and we have the tools to be not only efficient, but effective and make sure that the recruiting is beneficial. So a toolkit that will have, not only but your basic information, but be able to tell individuals where to go for scholarships. The type of the curriculums. Once again, there were curriculums that was on the yard when we there 05, 06, 07, 08. That's not there anymore. So those are the things that we need to be proficient at so we can be effective when it comes to recruitment. So recruitment, not only understanding the mission and the vision from the university and passing it down to the chapters, but also making sure that the alumni chapters and us volunteers that go out here and do it for the love of the university, that we are equipped to be effective and productive recruiters. And training, like training is needed. And when I say training, once again, I keep using the word effective. It has to be effective. Like when you think about training, I can go on the website and read everything about Southern, but that website doesn't tell me, ensuring that we have good customer service when a student comes to the desk, making sure that we understand how to approach different questions, right? When someone asks about housing, when someone asks about, what is the female to male ratio? What is the professor to student ratio? These are the things that we need to incorporate with mandatory training. And when I say mandatory, I mean mandatory training. If you serve in the role as third VP or anything equivalent for your chapter, or you're just a volunteer, I want to make sure that training is given every year. And I would like to collaborate with admissions and recruitment to make sure that we are getting the most productive and effective training out there. And let's update the training. Like, let's not just go off of what we've done in the past. Let's just do what we do and be efficient and productive alone. Yes.
Okay. And I feel like, because with our chapter, we guys had that mandatory training. Do you think that was truly effective? For how you
Yes.
all went out and recruited?
I think it was because, once again, we have people that just wanted to volunteer and just wanted to be a part. And everybody likes to go out and meet these students and bring students into or onto the campus. So, shout out to Miss Crystalline Ricard for being our co-chair for student relations and making sure that we got that training. And yeah, we got the training to make sure that every volunteer that went to a recruiting fair for us was properly trained to the standard that we think that they needed to be trained to be, once again, effective alumni recruiters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's proven to work. So you've done
It's
the work
proven.
already.
It's proven to work.
Clock
Yes.
it.
Yeah.